What up, fellas? Today I want to talk about marriage again. I've been making the past couple of videos on marriage, so just thought maybe let's just continue with the series. Now, a lot of you guys, young guys around my age, even older guys also who, let's say, you have already been divorced once, twice, even three times. Even those guys are going to be sitting here thinking that, man, not all girl can be the same. There has to be somebody good out there for me who loves me for who I am. I don't want to say who loves you for who you are because no woman does that. Who, because of hypergamy, who will stick with me through thick and thin, and who is not going to leave me when times get rough and gonna be besides me and raise my kids and be a good mother and be a good housewife and the whole nine yards, right? And I will agree with you on that. Yes, there are women like that. They're very rare. I say maybe 1 to 2% of Western women are like that. That is literally including every single woman who's dateable, who is in the sexual marketplace. I'm not talking about girls that are underaged. I'm not talking about girls that are women that are in their 40s and up, right? Or 35s and up, because there's a time limit for women after which when they cannot have any more babies. So I'm talking about only those time period women right there, between let's say 18 to 35, just for clear math. Out of those women, only 1 to 2% of women are dateable, marryable. I agree with you. Okay, I'll give you that. And also, in my opinion, after seeing the statistics on divorce rate, on guys taking their stuff away from him rate, yeah, I will still give you that 30%, or at least let's say 10%, okay? Because, or let's say 20%. I'll give you a little bit more, okay? I won't be as conservative. Let's say 20% of marriages do end up in a happy marriage, because Google says that 50% of marriages end up in divorce. That doesn't mean that the rest of the 50% of marriages are actually happy. That means one or two things. One, they're sucking it up because the guys know that if they leave right now, they're going to lose everything. Or two, so they're doing everything their wife is telling them to do. Or two, they're actually happy. So out of those 50% of marriages who are not ending in divorce, let's say 20% of it are happy. So what is that? That is 20% out of 100%. That's 2 marriages out of 10 marriages. 20 marriages out of 100 marriages. You see what I'm saying here? 200 marriages out of 1,000 marriages are working out, are actually happy. Now that number is in reality is not that high. It's way lower than that, but I'm going to give you guys the benefit of the doubt. But you have to look at the other side of the coin, fellas. This is what I mean when I say marriage is gambling. You know, a poker player or a gambler, when he goes to the casino, he has to know his odds before he rolls the dice. If he knows that he has a 2% chance or 20% chance out of 100% chance losing, most likely he's not going to roll the dice. Okay? Yes, there is a good chance that you can keep your masculine frame, that you can check your woman, that you can keep your woman on track, in line, that you can do all the things right, all the masculine things right, and keep your woman in check, and that woman will stick with you and listen to you and serve you. Yes, there is a possibility, but that possibility is not high. Do you know it's not? Do you know why it's not high? Even though we as men did everything right. No, I'm not talking about doing everything right in the sense of a blue pill guy. When a blue pill man comes here and tells me that I did everything right, typically what he's referring to is, okay, I catered to her. I did everything she wanted me to do. I made her happy. Those are not the right things. Those are actually all the wrong things. The right things are, making sure she knows whose role is what in the family. She's supposed to do these things, you're supposed to do those things. There's no mixture of roles. She's supposed to respect you, cater to you, serve you, not the other way around. And you're supposed to reciprocate the same energy, right? Those are the right things in a marriage. You having the power in the relationship. You have dominance over her, not the other way around. Let's say you did all those right things, and still there's a very high chance, which is 80% of risk, 80% of chance of her leaving you, or of the marriage not working out. That's not. I don't want to say her leaving you. I just want to say the marriage not working out, because I want to include the divorce numbers on this marriage, and also I want to include the marriages that are not working out but they're still together because they have to suck it up. Let's say there's an 80% chance. There's going to be an 80% chance of that marriage not working out, even if you did all the things right. And the reason behind that is because there are so many options. The reason behind that is there are so many guys out here just being beta simps to these women. Single mothers, overweight women, ugly women. They're still bombarding their Instagrams, Facebook with DMs, messages, likes, comments on their posts, etc., etc. You name it. Old women. Tinder accounts are their Tinder profiles are getting bombarded with matches with guys like that. It's us men who are messing up this market, this dating scene. Obviously, if anybody had that many options, why would they stick around and cater to somebody when they can clearly see that somebody else will cater to them? Why would a woman stick around with a man who she has to do all the serving and catering to, when she knows that her phone is being bombarded with guys who wants to cater to her, who wants to pedestalize her? That's just human nature, right? We will always prioritize the option that prioritizes us, that we can get more benefit out of, right? Now, the man who is actually checking her, the man who is actually putting her in her place, the man who she has to cater to, she is actually getting all the benefits that she could ask for, except that power, except that pedestalizing. And in their bird brain head, women think that that power, that pedestalization, is what they should be going for, is the right benefit for them. They disregard all the other benefits that they're getting out of that man. Good financial security, good home stability, good security for the family. They disregard all of those important things. Good genetics for the following generation coming up. They disregard all of those things just to feel good, just to feel wanted. You know, you'll see this in a lot of articles written by women, divorce articles or women empowerment articles, that they say, oh, now that I have cheated on him, now that I've stepped out on him, now that I left him, I feel empowered. I feel wanted by somebody else. That's what they really, this is what that really means when they say I feel wanted by somebody else, is that somebody else is pedestalizing me. That's the translation of what they're saying. Because women don't have long-term vision. They don't make good choices when it comes to picking men. Especially when they have a liberal society like the Western society, where they're free to do whatever they want. There's no guidance, there's no incentive, there's no imperative to do better for themselves. It's all about feelings, no logic whatsoever behind their decisions. So that's why you'll see that women are just running off to men like that. And that's why I tell you guys, don't get married. Because yes, you probably did all the things right. As a red pill guy, you probably did all the right things to check her and to keep her in place and this and that. But you're gambling, my dude. What are the chances that she's actually going to stay after 6, 7, 15 years of being married to you, after 20 years of being married to you? She's not going to feel quote unquote wanted, because you're not going to be so emotional. You're not gonna be as emotionally available to her as she thinks you should be. The reason behind that is because she is the emotional creature out of more emotional out of both of you, right? So she, in her bird brain head, she thinks that every man should act like that. That's what true love is being all emotionally available all the time. No. We perform with logic. We don't perform with emotions. That's why when you get a man in his emotional state, he can't perform as well. This is why you will see doctors, the most emotional occupants, emotional uh, occupation, right? Where all sorts of death, blood, injuries are involved. You'll see doctors are not as emotional, or even if they are, they're very good at hiding it. And you also this is why you'll also see a lot of surgeons are men, not women, because they have to cut people open. They have to cut dead bodies open. They have to cut live people open. A lot of emotions are going like flying in the air at that moment. But as men, we're way better than women to operate in our logical sense. We can subside that emotional side. Fellas, yes, you can find that woman, that unicorn out there, if you really just went out and just tried out almost every single girl you come across in your life, in almost every single state you visit in the United States, almost every single country you go to in the world, right? There's a possibility, yeah, but that's slim to none. And you also have to look at the opportunity cost. What are you giving up in the search of this unicorn? You're giving up valuable time that you could be spending in your life, bettering your life. Speaking of doctors, go to med school. Ooh, I already know 98% of the guys who's watching this, but like, nope, that's not for me. Yeah, med school is not for everyone. I get it. Go open your own business. Oh, 80% of guys, nope, business is not for me. I get it. You guys are, it takes a special type of cutthroat person to start something creative, to start something new, to think outside of the box, to go down a challenging, lonely path that most people are not following. It takes an individual like that. Not all of us are like that. I get it. Go in the STEM field. Oh, no, no, no. See, that's the problem with us, is because we want to spend our majority of our time, our energy, our resources into chasing women, finding that unicorn. And we're overlooking the opportunity cost. Opportunity cost is what you're giving up in return of what you're pursuing currently. That's what opportunity cost is. You're giving up tons of money on dates to find that right person. Or let's say your goal is not even to find that right person, you just want to have fun with as many women as you can. Well, you're still giving up that money that you'll never get that'll never get back, that time that you'll never get back, that you could have spent in a business and start doing something much better for yourself that would have stuck with you long term. The results of that would have stuck with you long term. Instead, you wasted on women for one night stances or 2 nights or 1 week or 2 week stances, that after that 1 night or 2 night or 2 week time is gone. She's not there anymore. So all that time, money, energy, and SHIT testing that you had to pass through, that you had to put into that relationship, 2 week relationship, is gone now. What was the point? That's what I'm trying to show you guys in this channel. Fellas, gamble at your own choice, okay? At the end of the day, it's your money. You can do whatever you want with it. Me? Nah, man, nah. I'll gamble with marriage when I know that I have better chance of winning than only 20%. Again, remember that 20% number that I just made up, that's a very liberal number. The reality, the truth is probably 10% or lower of marriage is actually working out where both couples are happy and everything is fine for them. It's probably lower than 10%. No, I'm not talking about your first 2 to 3 or 5 years of relationship of being together. I'm talking about 15 to 20 years of being together. How do you guys feel about each other even after that 15 or 20-year period? It's boring. It's the spark, quote unquote, is just not there anymore, right? Women want to use that all the time. The spark isn't there anymore. Is because she knows everything about you, is because you know everything about her. True love comes after that stage. Can I live my life without can I think myself without this person? She should be thinking like that. He's my everything. All of that comes after that boring, after all that cupcake phase is gone. After when they enter the boring phase, that's when the reality reveals of how two person really feels about each other. And 90% of the time, it doesn't work out. Guys, I hope this video made sense. Like, comment, subscribe, share this video to your friends. A lot of you guys out here are still wanting to get married in this society where you're seeing guys are just getting dragged into family court and just stripped away from all their resources, getting their kids taken away from them. Their wives are cheating on them, stepping out on them, and you are still wanting to get married at someday. That's just crazy to me, man. That's insanity. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting a different result each time. Who said that? Albert Einstein. Look it up. Until next time, stay blessed, stay beautiful, and above all, stay classy.